What is up, everyone? I'm Toby, and this is Silver Fox Disc Golf coming at you. That's right, cardboard box. You know what that means. 3-disc challenge. Who do we got today? Little hint. Hey, I'm getting a little older. I got to write stuff down so I don't forget. Let's take a look. What's in the box? Again, I can't really remember what's in there, but I know there's a Buzzz, and I hope there's a beaded putter. So let's take a look and check it out. Bought these from 1010. You guys know I've said it before. I don't have a preferred vendor for discs. I usually go where the price is the lowest. So, you know, I'm looking around, whatever. I've bought from a few folks. 1010 get you the discs the fastest. There's no doubt about that. So if you want some discs immediately that you can go take out and give a whirl, check out 1010. Sticker, check. I have one on the computer, but thanks again for another one. Smarties, check. Thanks, guys. I'll eat these on this round. Discs, check. Let's check them out. Just gonna start from the top. Got the Jawbreaker Focus. Okay, this is a beautiful disc. I like the feel of it. Definitely has a bead. Good job, Toby, for remembering that when you ordered it. Next up, we've got the Sting. It's an understable 7-speed, you know me. I love that. I'm a beginner, and I think understable gives me a little bit more predictability and actually gives me a little more stability that I'm working on. So let's see how that works out. And last but not least, oh, it's a little tricky. We've got a Buzzz. Look, you guys know all about this disc. It's one of the most popular out there. I've never thrown one, so I'm looking forward to getting out there and checking it out. You know, I actually don't own any Discraft discs at all. Never bought any, and I've had this perception that they're not for me. You know, they got these young guys on video, they throw long, it doesn't feel like a beginner's disc. So I'm gonna be open-minded and see if any of these fit for me. And I'm gonna answer 2 questions today. 1, should any of these discs go in a beginner's bag? And 2, should any of these discs go in this beginner's bag? Let's go check them out. One more thing. Go Aztecs. 2-1. Tough loss to UCLA. A better team for sure. And now they got Oregon State. That's going to be a tough matchup. Probably going to go 2-2. Still fun to watch. Keenan, go to a game. You know the drill. Hole 1. 291 feet back up there in the long position. Going to check out this Sting. Little clip of a tree, felt good. Let's get up there with the Jawbreaker. Hole 2, 216 feet. Excited to try this Buzzz out. This is a beautiful disc. The plastic is cool, that Jawbreaker rainbow foil. I really like it, and it feels nice. It's a little slick, but I think it just needs to get beat in a little bit. I really like the feel of this bead. Hole 3, 258 feet down the tunnel, fades out to the left. Gonna go with the Sting. So far, my only complaint is that on the inside of the rim, there's some print about the disc, and I feel it with my fingers, and so I have to kind of move it around. Otherwise, I think it feels pretty good. Get over. All right. That should turn out pretty good. I generally prefer to go a little bit more down the tunnel. Went up over that tree. Oftentimes I end up in it. Hole 4, 312 feet, Buzzz. Hole 5's 297 feet, long position down there behind a tree. Gonna go Buzzz, gonna try to go on a little bit of Anheuser. That's like basket high. It's perfect. It held that turn the whole way. Kind of flipped up midway. I could see some wobble. There's some wind today. It's not bad. That's going to be a great looking putt. Wow. Ah. Beginners, practice your putting. Grab a Focus, grab a Nomad, grab a PX3, grab your discs and get out and practice your putting. That's 2 birdie putts that I've missed, and I'm not good enough to miss those. Hole 6, my nemesis. Let's try the Buzzz on that little turnover line. Hole 7's the long position, 309 through the trees, down past that long tree. Just gonna go easy with the Focus down the middle. Two bogeys in a row, still 1 over. Pretty good for 3 new discs. Gonna go with the Sting, 348 feet into that little cove there. That's literally the furthest I've ever thrown a disc on this hole. Hoping you can see the basket right up there. I've literally never been in this spot. It's on the right-hand side of these 2 trees, and I normally fade out up there. So it's interesting, there's a bit of a look, but probably just gotta try to get it up there close. Jawbreaker. Hole 9's 243 feet up there through the trees. Let's give the Sting a try. Position 8. All right, 9 holes. I was 1 over. I missed 2 birdie putts. Honestly, that's some of the best disc golf I played on the front 9 here at Ralph Williamson, who, by the way, was called the Geezer. We'll get into more of that later. Preliminary thoughts. I like the Focus. It's going in my bag. The Sting is a little bit odd in hand for me. It's shaped a little bit more like a mid-range with a more rounded edge. Debating. Buzzz, I think it goes in the bag. You know, as a beginner, I've got so many 5-speeds, I kind of need to figure out where it goes. So I'm gonna throw here on 10. You know, this is kind of an ace run. I don't know if it really is for me, but you know, whatever. I've gotten close. I'm gonna throw it, and we're gonna keep playing on the back, and then we'll head back to the house and I'll tell you more. So what I'm noticing about that Buzzz is it holds the line you put it on. I had a little bit of Anheuser on it, and it just held it in there, kind of flattened out towards the end. Didn't flip back over, didn't fade, didn't do anything. I'm probably 17 feet from the basket, so that's a great throw. I like it. I don't know, we're gonna keep throwing it. 3 missed birdie putts. So what did I think of the Discraft discs? Well, I'll talk about each one in just a minute. But overall, they were okay for me. They weren't great. I really loved one of the discs. I liked another one. And I really struggled with one of them. And I just have this thing in my head around Discraft. I don't know why. Discraft, if you're listening, prove me wrong. But I don't feel like they're great for beginners with low arm speed and probably not the perfect form. I feel like I could maybe work my way into these discs, but for now, I wasn't quite where I wanted to be with them. So let's talk about each one. The Jawbreaker Focus. Okay, this is the one I love. So there's one like, one love, and one dislike. And this is the love, no doubt. I really love the feel of this putter. I love the feel of the Jawbreaker plastic. I love how it feels in my hand. And this bead is perfect for my hand. This is definitely going in my bag, and it's possible it may become my primary putter. Okay, the Buzzz. I liked the Buzzz. I didn't love it. Should I love it? Everybody loves it. Should the Silver Fox love it? Probably, but I didn't. I threw it really well. That shot on 5 was amazing. It held that turnover line and got me pretty close to the basket. I threw it well on 10. But there were a couple of shots where it just didn't feel perfect coming out of my hand, and candidly, it kind of reminded me of the M3. Take a look at these profiles. See how there's a little bit of an indentation in on the lower half of this disc? For a mid-range, I prefer something that's a little more rounded, like my MD1, and it's very similar to this MX3. So overall, it was good. It wasn't great. So to answer those two questions, would I recommend it for beginners? Probably. Do I recommend it for this beginner, and is it going in this beginner's bag? Probably not. I have a lot of mid-ranges I like, and this maybe doesn't make the cut. I'm gonna throw a little more and see how it works, but for now, the Buzzz is a no. And then there's the Sting. Honestly, I don't know what was going on with this disc. It was super challenging for me, and I think there were two things that I really didn't like about it. For me, it was pretty understable, and I mean way more understable than the 7.5 -2 numbers would have me believe. I had a hard time throwing it. I had a hard time keeping it on a straight line. I'm not super great with throwing hyzers and anhyzers, but I'm getting a little bit better, but I really struggled to throw this on a nice line. The second is that it's a 7-speed, but it's built a little bit more like a 5-speed around the edge. It's got a little bit more of a shoulder. It's not concave, it's almost convex down here, and it just feels a little more like a mid-range in my hand. So something in my mind had me feeling like it wasn't a 7-speed and wasn't gonna get the kind of distance I would expect. So I never really got comfortable with it. And I guess what I would say about the Sting is, if you were literally heading out for your first day of disc golf, this might be a good disc to put in your bag. I'm 5 months in. I kind of have a feel of some 7-speeds that I like. The go-to is always the River, but I have some others I'm really loving, like the Soda. And this one just didn't feel comfortable for me. So I gotta say, unless you are literally just going out for your first round, it's not a recommendation for me for a beginner, and it's definitely not going in this beginner's bag. So I'm really glad I tried out Discraft discs. I really like the Focus, and it might become my primary putter. The Buzzz is interesting, and I'll probably throw it some more. The Sting, it's just gonna go in the pile. In fact, I'm not gonna write my name on it. So if you're a brand new beginner out there and you happen to watch this video, if you drop a comment down below, I'll send it to you. And I don't know if I feel like I wanna try more Discraft discs. I know they have a ton. I know they're one of the top manufacturers and they're very popular, but I just see too many people out there throwing things like nukes, etc., and I just don't feel like it's the disc for me, a beginner who has 5 months experience. I'm gonna stick with some things I feel more comfortable with. My Clash discs that I've tested out, Discmania, Latitude 64. There's a couple of discs as I'm starting to build my bag that are definitely going in that would be well ahead of these discs. I like trying them out, and again, Discraft, if you're out there listening, feel free to try to change my mind. They just don't feel like a fit for me. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.